What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing absolutely fine. And today, as usual, we're gonna continue with the manual Enchiridion by Epictetus. And I'm gonna read to you some more parts of it, so let's get started. 26. It is in our power to discover the will of nature from those matters on which we have no difference or of opinion. For instance, when another man's slave has broken the wine cup, we are very ready to say at once, "Such things must happen." Know then that when your own cup is broken, you ought to behave in the same way as when your neighbor's was broken. Apply the same principle to the higher matters. Is another's child or wife dead? Not one of us, but would say, such is the lot of man. But when one's own dies, straightway one cries, "Alas, miserable am I!" But we ought to remember what our feelings are when we hear it of another. 27. As a mark is not set up for man to miss it, so there is nothing intrinsically evil in the world. Intrinsically evil in the world. 28. If anyone trusted your body to the first man he met, you would be indignant, but yet you trust your mind to the chance corner and allow it to be disturbed and confounded if he revile you. Are you not ashamed to do so? 29. The long one. In everything you do, consider what comes first and what follows, and so approach it. Otherwise, you will come to it with a good heart at first, because you have not reflected on any of the consequences, and afterwards, when difficulties have appeared, you will desist to your shame. Do you wish to win at Olympia? So do I, by the gods, for it is a fine thing. But consider the first steps to it and the consequences, and so lay your hand to the work. You must submit to discipline, eat to order, touch no sweets, train under compulsion, at a fixed hour, in heat and cold, drink no cold water, nor wine, except by order. You must hand yourself over completely to your trainer as you would to a physician. And then, when the contest comes, you must risk getting hacked, and sometimes dislocate your hand, twist your ankle, swallow plenty of sand, sometimes get a flogging, and with all these suffer defeat. When you have considered all these well, then enter on the athlete's course if you still wish it. If you act without thought, you will be behaving like children, who one day play at wrestles, another day at gladiators, now sound the trumpet, and the next stir the stage. Like them, you will be now an athlete, now a gladiator, then orator, then philosopher, but nothing with all your soul. Like an ape, you imitate every sight you see, and one thing after another takes your fancy. When you undertake a thing, you do it casually and half-heartedly, instead of considering it and looking at it all around. In the same way, some people, when they see a philosopher and hear a man speaking like Euphrates, and indeed, who can speak as he can, wish to be philosophers themselves. Man, consider first what is you are undertaking, then look at your own powers and see if you can bear it. Do you want to compete in the pentathlon or in wrestling? Look to your arms, your tights, see what your lines are like. For different men are born for different tasks. Do you suppose that if you do these, you can live as you do now, eat and drink as you do now, indulge desire and discontent just as before? Nay, you must sit up late, work hard, abandon your own people, be looked down on by a mere slave, be ridiculed by those who meet you, get the worst of it in everything, in honor, in office, in justice, in every possible thing. This is what you have to consider, whether you are willing to pay this price for peace of mind, freedom, tranquility. If not, do not come near. Do not be like the children. First a philosopher, then a tax collector, then an orator, then one of Caesar's procurators. These callings do not agree. You must be one man, good or bad. You must develop either your governing principle or your outward endowments. You must study either your inner man or outward things. In a word, you must choose between the position of a philosopher and that of a mere outsider. Who's gonna be an outsider? Alright guys, thank you for joining me today on this video. We're gonna continue tomorrow on the next parts. Thank you, see you, and bye.